few years ago, well, not a few years, a couple years ago, we made a Matariki meal when it was the first year that it was an official public holiday. So it's been a while, and we're gonna make another Matariki meal. I think last time we made the food based on a few stars. Tupuarangi, Tupuanuku, and Waiti Waita. But I couldn't find some stuff that we used last time, so we'll have to do something different. So for Tupuarangi, we're doing a whole duck. I got this from Countdown. And I am going to improvise in one of the other recipes. So it's a bird. Traditionally it's a kereru, but we're using a duck this time because it just sounded really good. And then for Waiti, food from the river, I found some whitebait. It's frozen, but we're gonna make some whitebait fritters. For Waita, fruits from the ocean, I'm just gonna bake these little salt and pepper battered and coconut crumb prawns, and that's food from the ocean. Tupuanuku, foods from the soil, and I'm going to chop these potatoes up. They're moi moi potatoes that I got from Pack and Say, and we're just gonna roast them, maybe in the duck fat. That's the idea. All right, I removed the duck from the packaging, and it's on the roasting rack. I'm gonna kind of pat dry it, remove anything else that is not supposed to be there. Sprinkle with the olive oil, whatever seasoning we can find, and start to roast it. Alright, I seasoned both sides of the duck, and I'm going to flip it around and put it in the oven once the oven preheats. I got the duck in the oven, and we have some moi moi potatoes. The skin's kind of purple. There are some purple Matariki potatoes as well, but these are not those. But I got them cut up. We're gonna roast it in the duck fat once the duck is out, and we're gonna go maybe chop up some of the vegetables to go with the roasted potatoes. I got an onion, which is also a food from the soil, for Tupuanuku. I found a carrot in the fridge. It kind of needs to be used, so I just chopped it up anyway. Alright, I found a recipe for the whitebait fritters, and I'm going to try it out. Alright, in here I have a little bit of flour, baking soda, salt, pepper, and eggs. I'm going to pat dry the whitebait, put it in, whisk it together, and put it in the fridge for about an hour before we start frying it. Here's the whitebait. I'm going to mix it in this mixture and put it in the fridge, then fry it up in a little bit. Here's the duck. It's been in the oven for about an hour. I'm going to add the vegetables to the side of it, get the duck fat, pour it in, mix it in, and then put it back in the oven. Alright, I managed to put all the, well, with Brian's help, I managed to put all the potatoes and the onions in the bottom of it, and we're gonna put it back in the oven. I have the whitebait fritter batter here. I'm gonna start frying it up. Right, I'm trying the whitebait fritters out. It's a little bit runny, but we'll see if it'll hold a shape later. Well, we're filling this plate up with whitebait fritters. Right, Teddy's gonna try a whitebait fritter.
Let's slice this up a little bit here. Let's see what he thinks about this.
So there he is trying a whitebait fritter. What's the verdict, bud? Yummy? Yummy? So apparently he really likes the whitebait fritter. It's a big hit, buddy boy. Finish the second piece of whitebait fritter. I guess you're a true Kiwi, aren't you? Happy Matariki. Look at that whitebait fritter. Can you see the whitebait, Teddy? Oh, I think there's a piece of whitebait on your fork. So here is the duck. I think it is done. It is 5 minutes before it's done, but I have a thermometer here. I'm gonna check. We need to get it to 165 internal temperature to be done. Oh, yes it is. Let's see, what about here? Yep, it's done. So I am going to plate that in there, plate everything, and then wait for the prawns to come out of the oven, and we're almost there. While the shrimp's cooking, I am going to taste test the potatoes. Oh, it's so delicious cooking that duck fat. We're still waiting for the shrimpies, but this is looking good so far. I don't think this is as fancy as the last Matariki meal we made, but it's still gonna be delicious. So we have our Matariki meal. We have the duck, whitebait fritters, prawns, and some moi moi potatoes. What you think? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Hey, what you think of our Matariki meal, buddy?
More.
You want more? All right, let's eat. Well, the whitebait fritter is a hit, and he's eaten half of it already. And he's asking for more, so I guess he's a true Kiwi in some sense. Are you? That duck looks so good. Are you gonna cut the duck up?
You can cut it. Yeah. What? Well. Ooh.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks really good.
You want some, Teddy?
That skin looks really good.
All right, we devoured that meal. A little piece of duck right here. I deboned the duck. Brian put all the leftovers away. We'll be cleaning the kitchen soon. It's not that bad, but we got lots of big dishes.